Hi everyone, welcome to Megan Sullivan Art. It's been a long hiatus for me without having completed a journal and having a lot of crafty time. So I have finally got my Lavender Blue design team project completed, which is going to be my last one for probably a long time at the moment. And I think this was the August one, and I chose the Tea Party kit, which I think it is called, but I'll put all the relevant links down below. There is also a lot of the Graphics Fairy premium membership tea images and papers in here, and I think that's it. There may be some bits and pieces from a magazine as well. I've had a friend of mine kind of half commission request this journal to be made, so she did actually give me a lot of things that she had already printed, so I'm pretty confident that some of those are still aren't copyright free, but as I said, it's an actual journal for her that she's requested. So so it's a hardcover which I've made from sewing two lots of cereal box cardboard together. It measures 23 centimeters high, 19 centimeters wide, and as per my usual style, it has a 10 centimeter spine because I just make massive journals. And these are some vintage doilies that has come from my grandmother or great grandma, and this was some lace that's come off of a dress that I've stripped off, and it's been glued and sewn also around the edges, you know, beige thread, so it's actually not going anywhere. We've got a bit of an old hanky here with an image from some fabric which had all different kinds of teacups, and it does actually have a bit of a metallic kind of a sheen to it there. And then I've got a Tim Holtz, I think, or Kaisercraft book plate here with some avocado dyed paper behind it, and the book is underneath. The lace is covered with calico as well, which has also been sewn down. Yeah, so let's jump inside. So we have some scrapbook paper lining the front and back covers, which is the same, and the reverse of that paper is this metallic writing, which is basically, it says, "Believe in yourself, flowers are always a bloom from within," and all those kind of motivational quotes. I've got some coffee dyed paper here, a little book plate which has got tea cups on it, and a pot. I'll put the link to those below. There's a whole series of those. These are some of the tickets from the Graphics Fairy, so there were extras that I've added in here. And in the back we've got the same, more coffee dyed paper and some more tickets, and then it's just my handmade with love and sticker there. So a friend of mine picked up one of these mindfulness activities for seniors, which was put out by the Alice Springs Town Council, and it was all colouring in pages, but I really liked the ones that had the teacup and saucer, so I used those for signature 1 and 3 as the covers. And then I've got some of these little, there's a charm on each of the signatures, which I've just sewn on with some pink wax linen. So there's a charm on each signature, and we've got 3 different laces that I've repeated throughout the journal, which has all been sewn down. Oh no, and I've just realised I've sewn 2 pages together. There's a good one to discover on camera. Okay, that's left a nice gaping hole. Okay, that will be covered with some washi tape. Okay, so there's the other side of that colouring in book for seniors. This is one of Fiona's designs from Lavender Blue, and I've inked around all the edges with tea dye, Tim Holtz Distress Ink in tea dye. Yeah, so I will cover this up with some washi tape. I've just done a little bit of stenciling with a cardboard stencil. There are some quotes throughout the journal as well, all related to tea. This is actually a paper from I cannot remember, it may come to me, but there's a couple of papers sheets in here from this other designer, which I will link below. This is from a magazine that I was given, a piece that I was given, as is this one here. A bit more stenciling, different lace, a journal card there, which all of the ones of journal cards and things have been inked with a pink colour. Bit of cupcake there, another quote. This is from a book that I have. It's called Chandeliers and Billy Tea, and it's got all these kind of vintage images of, you know, anything to do with the house and things like that, back from the 1800s and things like that. So that's all the teapots and things like that. Some of the tickets there. This is a vintage hanky, so I've cut off a section of that. I've sewn it to some avocado dyed paper. A little bit of a stamp here, and then this is a nice scrappy flower from some fabric that I bought. And I've got a Alice in Wonderland tag. That's from the Graphics Fairy. And this one I think is also Graphics Fairy as well, or it could be one of Fiona's, but I'm not 100% sure, because I said it's been some time since I had all this printed and ready to go. We have an envelope here, which I've just done a bit of collage on, and it flips out, and there's just a avocado dyed index card in there, just a bit of a label. This is from a magazine. Another quote. Here we have, this is a tea bag basically, so it's a tea bag shape, and inside there's some paper for you to write on, and then I've got the little thing there as well, so you can write on the inside of the envelope and on the paper that comes with it. It's beautiful pink lace I got second hand. Bit of washi. Your beautiful kit page, the other side. A lace pocket here. I think I just got that second hand. I can't be 100% sure. So this is just a whole collage of some kit page. I think this might be the Graphics Fairy one. Just a sticker, some music paper, another element there, and a frame which I've used as a tuck, and another piece. So that kind of sits in there quite neatly. Then moving on, another quote, just a piece of a cutout that I was given, so I used that for this lady. Collage of tickets. Cannot remember for the life of me that designer's name at the moment, but it will come to me. Little red kettle that matches the tea party ticket. End of the first signature. Onto the second. So this is another one of the kit pages. A sticker and another piece from a magazine, and these I got from the public domain. I think these might have even come from Nevermore Creations 17's sort of digital club that I'm a member of. Another teapot there. An envelope made out of the kit page, or the page, which has got some lined paper inside there. Vintage music paper. A pocket with a journal spot. Another little tea party one. That has a piece of paper. It's open, that envelope, so you can actually write inside of it, and also on the paper that comes with it on the inside. A shorter piece here. Another ticket. Oh, sorry, tuck spot. Another quote. So this is talking about lavender tea and different blends and things like that. Colouring in book page with a teapot and jugs. Another Alice in Wonderland one that flips open. So that's the Graphics Fairy. Another teapot, another tea bag envelope there. Belly band with another card. So this is a tracing paper pocket. I've found this by watching Natasha Marinovic of Treasure Books. I will link to her video where she shows you how to make these. So it gives you 4 tiers of tuck areas, basically. 5 if you wanted to tuck something up in the front there. So this came from the lady who asked me to make this journal, or was interested in the journal. She downloaded that, and I've just backed it onto some coffee dyed paper. This frame was also in a lot of stuff she'd given me, and I've just backed that onto some RIT dyed paper. So that's in that middle pocket there. Then we've got another Alice in Wonderland tag, and in the front we have another teacup one. So you could tuck something small under there as well. Vintage music, and that's been reinforced with washi because it was quite fragile and breaking apart. This is a vintage hanky that I had with some embroidery, and I've sewn it onto some coffee dyed paper so you can write on it, and it's not stitched together, so it's just folded, so you can actually write on the inside of that vintage hanky. Third signature, we've got another envelope here which I've just collaged up, and there's a blue index card in there. This came from the lady who wants to buy this journal as well. That was, I think, from a Daphne's Diary cutout piece. A spoon, another quote. We've got another teapot, cup here, cup and saucer. More teapots. Another page into an envelope there for writing inside of. Another corner pocket. So this has got 228 pages altogether, split over the 4 signatures. Another quote. Another little tea bag pocket there. Just some other images that she had. She likes farm and country kind of themed journals as well. A side tuck out of this Alice in Wonderland tag. Trays, serving trays and more teapots. Another quote. Another colouring in page with obviously afternoon tea. A little silver teapot down here, which is really cute. Another part of the vintage handkerchief there with the lace still. And I've just made a notepad really just with some of the offcuts of different paper that I'd use. So that's in the front fabric pocket. And in the back is another Alice in Wonderland tag. With the cat, knife and fork there. I think these were just part of a cutout set from Kmart, I believe. We've got a chair there. Magazine page. Another envelope. Some journal cards there. That was also a part of that cutout pack. So this is where I got the pink from. Just picking up on the pink for all the ephemera. Another quote. Bit of music paper. Or advertisement. Another envelope. Oh, this is a little tuck. So there's 2 little tea party tags tucked away behind that little dish there. Another envelope that flips open, and there's a blank card in here. So you can write in that. And these I got second hand a long time ago actually. But it's amazing what you have in your stash when you go and look through it. Just a bit of stenciling there. Another bit of magazine page. Colouring in page. Another envelope that I've collaged, so the normal business sized ones, just with a random assortment of different papers that I dyed and different images. And that's got another Alice in Wonderland tag in there. Corner pocket. This is another image that the lady had given me to put in the journal, and there's a tuck spot there as well. Quote. Tuck there. This is another big journal card with a lace pocket, again with just a different assortment of papers, and that was from that Kmart pack, I believe. Another frame with a little journal card there. I think the frames also came from that Kmart pack. I've had them a long time. This is a bird image that she'd had in a frame, and I've just backed that with coffee dyed paper. Another little tea bag envelope. Belly band with a rose on the front there. And this is another page from that Chandeliers and Billy Tea. So if you see that book at a second-hand shop, you've got to check it out. It's got some great black and white illustrations of all the things of the day. Tea and coffee sets complete with kettle and tray. So that's why I've added that into that belly band there. Coming towards the end, another quote. Some more tickets. And the end. So that is the completed journal. And if the lady in question doesn't like it, then it will be up on my Etsy shop and on maybe on the boutique for junk journals down under as well, be up for sale. So fantastic. Thank you for this. And I do have another little journal that I've completed. So what I might do is just add this on to this video because it's only a little one. I haven't counted the pages, and I know it's small. It's bigger than a 4x6 inch. The pages are probably about that inside, but the book is actually a little bit bigger. You'll see it's a bit wider here. And I've just repurposed this Victorian garland photo album. I've just gutted it, and I've kept the frames to use in different journals. So I have lined with scrapbook paper. So it's been sewn around and glued down. I've got some fabric for the spine and again at the back. So that's no pockets on this one, but you could always add to this if you like. And it's just an assortment of different papers, and I've just done the red stenciling to tie in with the book in general. So it's just a doily stencil. So these were some different printed background sort of ephemera papers that I had downloaded, and if I remember I will link them below. Just some offcuts of the scrapbook paper. This paper here was dyed by the lady who requested the tea journal, so that's some of her paper that she's dyed. This came from her scrapbook paper collection as well. Just a notepad that I had, which has got some tickets kind of through the background of it. Some vintage music paper, which was like children's music paper. This is also vintage. This is from a decoupage book, this image, and this was some of the other lady's coffee dyed paper. This was also from a decoupage book. I've just cut it down into a tag shape. This was some of her coffee dyed paper with another decoupage item. These were some French ephemera collage papers. I'll also link to those from their designer. A key that I just had just on paper, so I thought that would be nice to have and glue down. Some of the kids' music paper, coffee dyed. This is some glassine paper from one of my great-grandmother's photo albums. So you've got a couple of sheets of that in here that you can use. And this is some dyed paper from the lady who requested the tea journal. Some offcuts. If I use scrapbook paper, I always usually put the offcuts in the journal for people to use. Centre of the signature there. It's only one signature. I just wanted to lightly decorate it. Some more decoupage paper there. And just use up some papers that I already had sitting around. This is a postcard, which hasn't been written on, so it's a new one that's been a reprint of a vintage one. This is an image as well that I had. I can't tell you where that came from, but it's there. It's probably from a book or something that I've cut up. Stenciling, another one of those note papers. So it's just very simple, but you can just easily write in, and you can write over this. Probably want to stick something over that page. More glassine paper there, and another decoupage element there. And coffee dyed paper, and the end. So yeah, so that one will also be up on my Etsy shop as well. So you can see that it's a bit worn. I will actually give the cover a bit of a clean, and just to make sure that that's all nice and clean for you. But there we go. Fantastic. Thanks a lot. See you at the next one. Bye.